If we are going to take the business to the next level, one of the things I need to do is focus. Instead of like chasing every little idea or every little thing, I need to just concentrate and like just put my mind to what it is I'm trying to achieve. So one of the things I wanted to focus on was making new and positive connections, which was part of why I kind of joined the Anderson Centre, to meet new people. I also joined different networks as well, and I also went to different events, I went to retreats, and I was trying to expand the people that I kind of networked with. And I believe this is because I think the people that you surround yourselves with are the people, the people that you surround yourselves with will have a big impact. And there's that saying, like, the 5 closest people to you will be the ones that kind of, you become that person. So I wanted to eliminate the people that were negative or kind of like, just like really comfortable in their own ways. And I wanted to meet people that were driven and passionate and just had big ideas, because I'm one of those people too. So my focus was finding the right people. So another one of my focuses was influencing young people, and oh my goodness, we've got out there and done all of that. So one of the things that we've done is got involved with the girls football team, where we've like sponsored it, and with Nikki's now the coach there as well. So just kind of influencing the young people in our community. Also, I got involved with the Cyber Girls First programme, which was a programme to help inspire young girls again going into tech. So when I got involved with this event, I was on stage with people from NASA and Microsoft and Core Technology and JP Morgan. So for me, being just that person from Blackpool and feeling like I was very like small, to be on a stage with big corporations globally was like huge. So I think for me it was like influencing young people and actually having a voice so that they would have that inspiration. We also got involved with offering placements for like the colleges and schools, and so we've taken so many young people in and giving them kind of like the space to grow. And that included getting involved with like International Women's Day and giving innovation talks to children and activities, as well as being featured on like BBC News, Times newspaper, and all those sorts of like publications. We're on like BBC Radio, and just for like the work that we've done for young people in the community, they really wanted to feature us. And one of the students that we had come into the business, Channel 4 then contacted him afterwards and wanted to do like a big documentary on him about how he's gone from being kind of like a student that wasn't really that bothered at college to being someone who became student of the whole college and has gone on to do his degree and he's got employment, and it's just like a really big success story as well. So it was quite a big thing UK-wide, it was on the UK news, just for the work that we've done with the college as well. Also, we got involved with the college because what we were finding was a lot of students were coming out of the colleges without the knowledge that they needed to make them employable. So I feel like I'm talking like really fast, there's so much like within this year. But just like one of the things was they were coming out of college and they just weren't ready, or they just didn't have the skills. So we've gone into college and we've like reshaped the programmes that they're actually teaching the children to make sure that when they're coming into your businesses to work, they actually have the skills that are needed. And we've gone in to speak to the students as well to make sure that they're aware of what's needed and how they can also have, because it's not all about going to college, you know yourselves, a lot of it is done outside of college, a lot of it's done when you put your own mind to it. So going in to talk to them as well and giving them a little bit of an insight and supporting them to take the next step so that they can have a successful career too. We also did a lot of work with charities, so we work with over 10 charities, either going in and teaching them how to make more money for the charity, how to make their impact. So a lot of the things that we were focusing on was how we can impact the local community so that they can also impact the people that they're serving. So we've gone in and this is like all from the past 12 months, this 5 barely been here, Sam, so I do apologise. But just making sure that they were going out and having the impact that they needed. So one of them was a Bobby Ball, where we worked with the organisers, and I mean, they managed to raise like £157,000 for 2 local charities. So to be a part of that as well is just like absolutely phenomenal. We also did a lot of support for our clients, so we're lucky to work with a lot of great clients across the north, and a lot of our clients see us as friends. We get so involved in their businesses that they end up inviting us to stuff like all their events, and it's lovely to be there to support their achievements. So when they've grown and then seeing just like the progress that they've had, the teams have expanded, and just being a part of that. So we've been to Manchester United, where we got to go to, someone's looking at me. We got to go to like the Box Day, which was like fantastic, and then different celebrations for like their business successes. One of the focuses was increasing our visibility. It's all right doing lots of great things, but if no one knows about us, then how do we then help more people, or how do we find more people to work with? So again, like, not only was we on BBC News and in all the newspapers, but I was also on Sky News TV. Talking about Liz Truss, but still it was like an opportunity to get out there and make sure people knew about us, and the amount of business inquiries that we got from it, just from being out there, was like phenomenal. And again, just like being on the news and on the radio. We also wanted to increase our visibility by getting out to events, so that was across the Northwest, so being out at different expos or events and just letting people know who we were, what we did, and just like using the platforms available to promote the business. And our focus was on growing the business, so we were up for so many awards this year, as well as we've expanded the team and the profits have increased. You can imagine like increasing visibility and getting out there and influencing and doing all those sorts of things are going to have an impact on your business. So for us, we've increased our profitability, we've increased the team size, and we've also just the collaborations that we've now got with different companies that we used to see as like the big boys that were winning the big projects that are now wanting to collaborate with us based on all the work that we've been doing this year. So we've grown the business from doing that as well. So and also just like growing the business by getting out there. So some of the things I've been working on is running events for women, so like getting women together. So we've had loads of events this year where hundreds of women have been into the space and just like learning from each other, just like networking, because you know yourselves, when you are meeting other people, you find people that can either influence you or give you ideas or help you with a problem that you have, or even like work together. It's so like important, isn't it? Especially when you're trying to like achieve your own goals or run your own businesses. My focus was on myself as well. Like, I had to be a little bit selfish because obviously that's what it's all about, isn't it? Like, you've got to make sure that you take time for yourself. And for me, running these businesses and then being a mum and obviously trying to do everything else, it was important that I took time for myself. So I did go to Dubai, but that was on a business retreat, so that's just one of my highlights this year. And also I bought a new house. So in April I bought a house at auction. I did take some money out of the business to put the money down for it, but it was just like the fact that the business had grown that much that I was able to take that money out and buy a house. So like I said earlier, I was a teenage mum. I grew up on a council estate, so it didn't come from much money. This house is currently on like the nicest street in nice area of Blackpool. I know Blackpool's not got a good rep, but it is an absolutely beautiful location. So I'm super proud that I've been able to do that and achieve that in such a small time of running my own business as well, because I would never have ever dreamed that I could have done that. Also, because I'm so committed to like working on myself as well, I applied to go in the Goldman Sachs 10,000 small business 10,000 kind of like group, and it's quite hard to get a place in that, and I got accepted. So in the new year, I'm going to be going back to university, so I'm going to Oxford University to learn from world-class leaders so that I can up-level again of what we're doing. And also, one of my focuses has been creating innovative products. So for my next year coming, I've already been planning already. So because of everything that we do is completely bespoke, we're constantly building new things for clients, we're only limited to the time that we've got. So our next steps are to we've already built 2 products and they're out in beta kind of mode and testing. So one of them is called Downtime. I've not actually shared this information with anyone else, so this is like the first time I'm actually talking about this. But it's launching in January, and this is like a website monitoring system where it just kind of does all the automation and analyses websites and helps to optimise them to improve them. So that's just one of the products that we're launching. And then also I've created an event management system, so already we've got businesses starting to use it, although I'm not publicly pushing it out there. But in January, we've already got like the PR ready to like launch it and push it out. But that one's called Event Maestro. So I've got 2 products that I'm launching in the new year. Well, just to go back to the start of what's like we did at the start with Anderson Centre, the odds of hitting your target go up dramatically when you aim at it. So for me, having that focus on all those different areas and knowing what it was that I really wanted to achieve has helped me to achieve that. So if you've not already, and I don't know if Sam's going to do some work with this later on, but if you've not already, like, set yourself a phrase and set yourself those goals so that when you go into 2023, you've also got something to put your minds to as well. So anyway, that's for me. I feel like it's been a bit of a whirlwind year, and just like, really grateful to have your support, Sam, as well. And I'm looking forward to hearing more about your stories as well. So thank you so much.